welcome to Mind Your Business, the channel where we are in everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip. Well, I was surprised at Dr. Damon. I thought he would have come a little bit better than that. And Quad, yes, it's good to see that she has a new man on her arm. So let's talk about it, people. Well, I'm going to my crew. Let's talk about Married to Medicine. So this week's episode, I thought it was cute. We've got to see Sweet Tea, moaning to Dr. G, basically saying that Dr. Heavenly is giving obsessed because of the way she's been going on. Obviously, Dr. G is very upset about Dr. Heavenly putting his business on blast like that on social media, which was out of order, and he's not happy that her husband and his friend, Damon, Dr. Damon, is not calling her out about that behaviour. So I completely understood that point of view. I'm just like, no, Dr. Damon should say something. Like, I understand that men don't have to always get involved in the women's mix-up, and I completely agree with that in some respects. But when it's affecting your colleague's business and she's doing something like that, which is unprofessional to do, whilst in the same breath you're therefore later on complaining that he's not taking any of your patients apparently because of this mix-up, you're thinking he's not taking it, but your wife is blasting the business and saying that he's not a good practitioner. So sort it out. You want favours, but your wife is out here blasting him. No, that can't work. It really can't work. So whether Dr. G is saying no to your patients because he's busy, which he rightfully has that right to do so, or because he's feeling a way about the way you're handling the situation and wanting favours and not correcting your wife, then I can understand. I can really understand, because to me that is just not okay. Like, get it together. I was surprised at Dr. Damon, honestly, when the ladies went to Quad's party later on and we saw the man and them talking. I was like, no, this is ridiculous. Why is he trying to gaslight Dr. G and saying, oh, you're being sensitive, why are you being so sensitive, and make it seem like his wife is just doing something that's okay and he's just being extra sensitive. No, this is affecting his business, his bottom line. I felt like Dr. G could have went a little bit harder, but they both got like a chill vibe when it comes to this sort of situation. It was funny seeing Eugene in the middle. He was looking like, oh, okay, which way is this going to go then? Are they going to keep it cool? But they kept it mature, but it's definitely not resolved. I don't feel like Damon took on board what Dr. G was saying. The gaslighting of the, you're being sensitive was not a good response. He just feels like, don't come from my wife, keep my wife's name out your mouth, basically, was his energy. He didn't like that at all. I just thought, I don't blame Dr. G saying this is BS, because it was BS. The one thing I would say that Damon made a point of, which was Sweet Tea, the fact that Sweet Tea had that conversation with him at the Whitney party, and that was the first time he's had a conversation with her. I can understand that being off-putting for him. Like, you're coming to talk to me about some gossip, but it's the first conversation we're actually having, so whatever. But again, that still came from your wife, and your wife should be checked, and Dr. Heavenly needs to keep all her smoke for Sweet Tea. Why are you going for husband? Don't be so petty. Go for her, innit? You're woman to woman. Why are you going for the husband? Like, it's just ridiculous. And I feel like Dr. Damon needs to correct her on that. I think it's out of order. I understand trying to be a united front, and that's fine, but I hope behind the scenes he has a word with her, because I think that was out of order. Now, Quad and her new man, I thought it was really nice to see her have her man. Obviously, she went out passing out her invitations to her Paris-themed night, and it was funny when she went to Dr. Contessa's house and Sweet Tea was there, and obviously she wasn't going to get an invite. I didn't understand the big deal that the ladies were making about Sweet Tea not being invited, because it is really awkward. Yes, she definitely crashed Sweet Tea's events last season, but she shouldn't have been there in the first place. But I don't see why she would want her ex-husband's new wife at her birthday. It just doesn't really make any sense. So I didn't really see a big deal with that at all. I thought it was interesting though when the ladies was getting ready to go to the party. So that was Contessa, Toya and Simone. And, first Contessa was obviously filming about the awkward vibes at her house when Sweet Tea was there and Quad, gave the invite. And it was interesting to hear Simone say, yes, she does agree that she, owes Quad an apology. And of course, Toya corrected her to let her know that she's more upset about the treatment she got in Napa than anything as well. Like, don't forget that obviously her comment on the reunion, but the Napa situation and the way she kind of, told her to leave, she's upset about that. So yeah, I think it's them two an interesting one. I feel like they have the potential to move forward if they want to, but I don't know, it's a weird vibe there. I don't understand what it is, because there's no big beef between them two, so they should technically be able to move forward, unless there's some other undercurrent that I don't know about. I do think it was interesting that Toya said that she forgives Quad and has moving forward with her. I think that's good that she's being forgiving. I just feel like, still move forward with caution. Like, I liked their friendship before, but I would still be side-eyeing when you've got people in other people's ears about stuff, and there was that whole so-called burglary rumour and trying to say that she was a thief and all that kind of stuff. All that type of foolishness. Even though she did apologise, I'd still just be slightly wary. But again, good that everyone seems to be moving in a good direction. Now, it did make me laugh when they were trying to figure out who Quad's man was. So when she did do her big entrance and big him up and thank him for organising the party for her, you could see they were all like, okay, yes, everyone definitely approved. Everyone was like, yep, some sexy chocolate right there, okay? So I was like, yes, good for Quad. Got to see her happy. Dr. G's happy. Let her be happy. She's been with her man for a year. Doesn't surprise me because Quad definitely seems like she keeps things, under wraps until she's ready to let you know what I want. But anyway, that's that. I still think Dr. Damon could have handled that situation a little bit better with Dr. G. It definitely seems like he's got his blinkers on, talking about, everybody loves Dr. Heavenly, everyone gets along with her, like she gets along with everyone. What? Do you know your wife? We know that she puts on a very good front in front of him, and she does say and act like, a little angel more likely, with him than she does with everybody else. But come on now, everyone knows that Dr. Heavenly has rubbed many people the wrong way. She is lethal with that mouth, hilarious to watch, also irritating to watch at times, but she's lethal with that mouth. But yeah, I still feel like he should have a word with her about going for people's businesses, because she doesn't like that. That's why she apparently stopped doing the messy Mondays with Carlos King, because apparently the millimeters were going for her business or trying to call up her business. So make it make sense. Anyway, of course I checked out social media to see what people were saying on there. Here are some tweets that have me cracking up. Okay, so you've seen those tweets and you've heard what I have to say. Now, what are you saying? Let me know your thoughts below. Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.